When it comes to self-improvement, consistency is the most difficult but also the most rewarding aspect to master. It suggests that there is a lot to do at first, but there isn't much to see. It may appear to be easier to keep to old habits and hope for the best than to try to modify your reality and extend your personality daily. You will start to notice results if you keep on track, if you are consistent and persistent with your goals. In the long term, your life will change if you do a little bit every day. It is through compounding fragments that will have a big impact on your life over time. With his book, 1% Solution, Alan Weiss makes this case. According to the theory, if you seek to improve by 1% every day, these small changes will add up to huge progress. It might not appear to be much at first. However, if you set a goal for yourself to improve by 1% each day, these gains start to add up. Gradually, you will notice how these changes affect your life. Look at how these numbers expand to see what I mean. You will be 2-4 times better in 3 months than you are now. You will be 6 times better in 6 months than you are now. You'll be 36 times better in a year than you are now. As you gain momentum, things will become easier and faster each day, and you will be able to accomplish a somewhat better job. All you must do is try to be 1% better than the day before and 1% better than the day after. That is why it is critical to design projects that will be relevant to you on a professional, educational, financial, personal, physical, and mental level. That is why mastering your habits is the most effective strategy to achieve your objectives. You make these small adjustments a part of your life by implementing positive habits and eliminating bad ones. You will be consistent with your changes if you develop habits. You will stay on track if you plan your goals ahead of time. James Clear outlines how the British cycling team improved from middling to exceptional results in just a few years in his book Atomic Habits. Everything began when the corporation appointed Dave Brailsford as a new performance director. The team had been mediocre for almost a century and had never won the Tour de France. The new coach was brought in to help the British cycling squad, and he used a tactic he called the aggregation of marginal benefits. The strategy was to make minor tweaks to whatever they did. The whole notion originated from the thought that if you stripped down everything you could think of that goes into riding a bike and improved it by 1%, you'd get a huge boost when you put them all together, Brailsford explained. The British cycling team dominated the 2008 Olympic Games in Beijing, collecting most gold medals, just a few years after Brailsford took over as director. The squad then went on to set 9 Olympic records at the following Olympic Games in London. Bradley Wiggin became the first British cyclist to win the Tour de France in the same year. Chris Froome, a teammate, came in second with 5 victories for the British team in 6 years. This story demonstrates the impact that small moments may have on our path if we make them a priority in our daily life. It is far more valuable to obtain tiny outcomes with small effort over a long period than it is to accomplish large results with large effort in a short time. Improving by 1% may not seem significant at first, but it leads to a much more pronounced result over time. In the beginning, there isn't much of a difference between the two options. On a given day, it won't have much of an impact. But if you stick to your decisions, whether they're 1% better or 1% worse, you'll notice how they shape you. Keep in mind that if you improve 1% per day for a year, you will be 36 times better than you were when you began your trip. In comparison, if you get 1% worse every day for a year, you'll virtually hit zero. Most individuals give up far too quickly. We've now been in the year for more than 2 months, and many individuals have already given up on their New Year's resolutions. In mid-February, when many people give up on their resolutions, the thrill and novelty have worn off, and new habits aren't exactly automatic behaviors. While some popular recommendations framed habit development as a 21-day process, new study has revealed that the time required to become automatic behaviors is closer to 2 to 3 months, with 66 days being the most widely cited average. When you combine the 1% rule and the one thing, you can zero in on the most important activities you can do to accomplish your goals. Invest your time in what matters most.